Hello everyone. Welcome back to my BNB Today spoiler channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. What if the love story fans thought could survive anything suddenly came crashing down? What if Finn finally reached his breaking point with Steffy, and instead of fighting for their marriage, he decided to walk away? And what if the woman waiting on the other side of that decision wasn't anyone Steffy ever expected? Olivia. Today we're diving deep into a dramatic theory. How Finn could fall for Olivia, why Steffy might lose the man she thought she'd spend forever with, and how one shocking proposal could send a chain reaction through the Forrester, Spencer, and Finnegan worlds. Would Finn really be willing to give up Steffy forever? Or is Olivia simply the person who walks into his life at exactly the wrong, or maybe the right, moment? Let's get into it. The breaking point. For Finn and Steffy, love has never been simple. Their relationship has survived emotional chaos, family interference, painful secrets, and betrayals. Moments when it seemed impossible they'd find their way back to each other. But every relationship has a breaking point. And maybe the biggest danger for Finn and Steffy isn't a rival, a secret, or a family crisis. Maybe it's simply exhaustion. Finn grows tired of constantly having to prove where his heart belongs. No matter what he does, another problem seems to be waiting around the corner. Steffy feels the same way. She starts wondering whether Finn truly understands what she needs from him. Instead of communicating, they argue. Instead of reassuring each other, they get defensive. Instead of looking toward the future, they're stuck dealing with the past. That's when Olivia enters the picture, not as someone plotting to steal Finn away, but simply as someone who listens. And sometimes, that's more dangerous than anything else. The woman who listens. Olivia sees the side of Finn that Steffy misses. Picture Finn on one of the worst days of his life, overwhelmed, frustrated, questioning his choices. Instead of confronting him, Olivia sits down and simply listens. She doesn't tell him what to do. She doesn't demand he pick a side. She doesn't bring up Steffy's mistakes. She just lets him talk. For Finn, that's refreshing in a way he didn't expect. He starts looking forward to their conversations. At first he tells himself it's harmless, they're just friends. But something shifts. He finds himself thinking about Olivia when she's not around, noticing small things. The way she understands him, the way she makes him laugh, the way he doesn't feel like he has to defend himself every time they talk. And then comes the realization that terrifies him. He might be developing feelings for her. Steffy notices. Steffy isn't naive. She knows Finn's expressions. She knows when he's hiding something. And eventually, she notices that something about him has changed. Maybe he becomes more protective of his phone. Maybe he starts spending more time away from home. Maybe he grows emotionally distant. When Steffy asks what's wrong, Finn gives the answer every spouse dreads, "I'm fine." But Steffy knows he's not. There's a distance between them, and the harder she tries to close it, the further Finn seems to pull away. She starts asking herself if there's another woman, but even then, she refuses to believe it. Finn has always been the man she trusted to come back to her, the one who'd choose their family, the one who could never truly walk away. That confidence is exactly what will make the eventual revelation so devastating. Fighting the feelings. At first, Finn tries to fight it. He tells himself whatever he feels for Olivia has to stop. He's married, he has responsibilities, he has a history with Steffy. He can't throw it all away just because another woman makes him feel understood. So he creates distance from Olivia. But distance doesn't make feelings disappear. Sometimes it makes them stronger. He starts missing her. He replays their conversations, remembers how comfortable he felt around her. Then everything changes. The argument. Finn and Steffy have another major fight, but this one isn't about a single disagreement. It's about everything, every unresolved wound, every accusation, every moment they fail to understand each other. Steffy tells Finn she can't keep living in uncertainty. Finn tells her he doesn't know if he can keep doing this either. Then comes silence, the kind that says more than any argument could. Finn walks away. But this time, he doesn't go back. He goes to Olivia's safe place. When Finn shows up at Olivia's door, she knows immediately something is wrong. She asks what happened. He doesn't answer right away. He just stands there. Finally, he admits his relationship with Steffy may be over. Olivia is stunned. She doesn't celebrate or throw her arms around him. Instead, she asks him the question he doesn't want to answer, "Are you sure?" That question changes everything, because Finn realizes she isn't asking to win, she's asking because she genuinely cares about him. And that only makes his feelings for her stronger. Finn finally admits he's been fighting something he can't control. His feelings for Olivia aren't fading, they're growing. Now Olivia has a choice. Tell him to go back to Steffy, or admit she feels the same way. She chooses honesty. "I love you, Finn." The decision. Finn knows there's no going back now. Choosing Olivia doesn't just mean choosing another woman. It means closing the door on his entire life with Steffy. He spends the night wrestling with it, remembering the good times, their family, their history, every promise he made never to leave. But he also remembers how unhappy he's become. Eventually he reaches a conclusion. Love isn't supposed to feel like an endless battle. He wants peace. He wants honesty. He wants to feel heard. And in his mind, Olivia represents that future. He makes his decision. He's choosing Olivia. Meanwhile, Steffy still has no idea. She believes Finn just needs time, tells herself this is another hard chapter they'll get through, maybe even starts imagining the conversation where they apologize and rebuild. But Finn has already made a different choice, and he's preparing to tell her their marriage is over. The proposal. Finn takes Olivia somewhere meaningful, maybe a quiet spot away from Los Angeles, maybe somewhere tied to the beginning of their relationship. Olivia senses he wants to tell her something and assumes it's about their future together. She doesn't expect what happens next. Finn reaches into his pocket. Olivia freezes. He drops to one knee. "Olivia, I know my past is complicated." He admits that choosing her means walking away from a life he once believed would last forever. He tells her he's terrified, but also that he's never been more certain about anything. He opens the ring box. "I don't want to spend another day pretending you're not the person I want beside me. Olivia, will you marry me?" Olivia is speechless. Then she says yes. Steffy finds out. Happiness never lasts long in this world, especially not when Steffy Forrester is about to discover the man she loves has proposed to another woman. Maybe someone lets it slip. Maybe she sees the ring. Maybe a photo surfaces online. Or maybe Finn decides he owes her the truth himself. However it happens, the moment is brutal. Steffy looks at Finn. She sees the ring, and she understands, this isn't a temporary separation, this isn't another fight. Finn has chosen someone else. She asks if it's true. He says yes. One word, and her whole world shatters, because she hasn't just lost her husband, she's lost the future she thought they were building. Steffy's strength. But Steffy doesn't fall apart in front of him. Instead, she goes eerily calm, wipes her tears, looks him dead in the eye, and says the words he never expects. "Then go." Finn is stunned. Steffy won't beg him to stay. She won't compete with Olivia. She won't be the woman standing between Finn and the life he thinks he wants. Only after he leaves does she finally break, collapsing into the arms of someone she trusts, admitting for the first time that she doesn't know how to imagine her life without him. The Forresters go to war. Once the news reaches Steffy's family, everything explodes. Nobody is going to sit quietly while she suffers. Someone will demand answers. Someone will confront Finn. And someone will absolutely question Olivia's intentions. Was Olivia innocent? Did she fall for Finn naturally? Or did she see an opportunity in a vulnerable man and take it? That question becomes the center of a firestorm, and if the Forresters decide Olivia targeted Finn deliberately, the feud turns ugly fast. Cracks in the engagement. At first, Olivia believes the hard part is over. Finn chose her, he proposed, she said yes. But now she has to live with the consequences. She's about to marry a man whose ex-wife is one of the most powerful, determined women in his world, and Steffy isn't going anywhere. Every time Olivia sees Finn with his family, she's reminded his past still exists. Every time family obligations put him near Steffy, jealousy creeps in. She starts to wonder whether Finn really left Steffy emotionally, or whether part of his heart never did. Finn's doubts. Finn has what he wanted. He's engaged. He's supposed to be happy. But something isn't right. Seeing Steffy again through family situations brings the memories flooding back. The first time they met, their wedding, the promises, everything they survived together. He starts to wonder if he made the biggest mistake of his life. He may love Olivia, but does that mean he stopped loving Steffy? Those turn out to be two very different questions, and his heart isn't as simple as he believed. Steffy rebuilds. Meanwhile, Steffy refuses to stay stuck. She throws herself into her career, her family, her independence. She grows stronger, and ironically, that makes Finn notice her even more. The woman he once took for granted is becoming someone he can't ignore. She isn't chasing him. She isn't calling him. She's simply living her life, and Finn starts watching from a distance. Her smile, her confidence, and he feels something painful. He misses her. The message. Wedding preparations for Finn and Olivia move forward. Invitations are sent, families make plans, and Olivia believes she finally has the future she dreamed of. Then Finn gets a message from Steffy. Nothing romantic, nothing inappropriate, just something about family. But reading it overwhelms him with emotion. Olivia notices immediately. She asks what's wrong. He says nothing, but she already knows exactly who he's thinking about. For the first time, Olivia realizes marrying Finn might not be as simple as she thought. The confrontation. Eventually, Olivia has had enough. She asks Finn point-blank if he still loves Steffy. He tries to dodge the question, but she won't let him. She tells him she can handle the truth. What she can't handle is marrying a man whose heart belongs somewhere else. Finn finally admits he doesn't know what he feels. Those words are devastating. Olivia had believed, all this time, that Finn chose her completely. Now she realizes he may have chosen her while still carrying feelings for Steffy, and the engagement suddenly feels unstable. Final thoughts. Finn choosing Olivia over Steffy would completely reshape the emotional landscape of the bold and the beautiful. For years, Finn and Steffy have been defined by their ability to survive anything, but survival isn't always the same thing as happiness. Maybe Finn believes Olivia offers the fresh start he desperately needs. Maybe she really does understand him better. Or maybe he's simply running from problems he never learned how to solve. That's what makes this theory so compelling. His proposal wouldn't just be a romantic moment, it would be a declaration that he's ready to leave his old life behind. But the second that ring goes on Olivia's finger, a new problem is born. Steffy. She isn't going anywhere. They'll still share history, family, connections, and every time Finn sees her, he'll have to live with the weight of his decision. Olivia, meanwhile, will be left wondering whether she truly won Finn's heart, or simply won a battle he wasn't ready to fight. And Steffy may be shattered today, but tomorrow could be different. Sometimes the woman left behind is the one who finally discovers her own power. Finn may think he's choosing his future, but his decision could end up determining the fate of everyone around him. What do you think? Should Finn choose Olivia over Steffy? Could Finn and Olivia become the show's next power couple, or are Finn and Steffy destined to find their way back to each other? If this proposal really happened, how would Steffy react? Fight for him, walk away, or start an entirely new chapter? In Los Angeles, love doesn't always end with a happily ever after. Sometimes the person you thought would choose you forever chooses someone else, and that's when the real story begins.